Hello and good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome. I'd like to invite Mr. Ishwar Achanta, President, Ability Foundation, to take forward the proceedings. Ishwar?
Yes, good evening. Thank you, Janaki. Good evening to everyone. Welcome to the launch of Ability Foundation's online magazine, Success and Ability. On my own part, it's a very distinct pleasure to be associated with Ability Foundation and to be a host for today. It is now my privilege, a special privilege, to introduce Patmashree Srimati Bombay Jayashree, founder of the Hitham Trust, aiming to spread affection, kindness, and goodwill through music. Ma'am?
Namaste, it's my absolute pleasure. I'd like to congratulate Ability Foundation for this wonderful achievement. And it's my honor to begin the evening with an auspicious prayer. Uire, nee kaatru, நீதி நீலம் நீர் நீவானம் நீ கண்ட தெய்வம் நீ கண்ட தெய்வம் உயிரே உயிரே உயிரே.
Thank you, ma'am. That was divine. There is little wonder that you have all the accolades that this world can shower on you. Thank you so much for this wonderful rendition. I now invite our founder, Jayashree Ravindran. Jayashree.
Hello. A very good evening to all of you and heartfelt welcome once again. Lovely to have you all with us. I must confess that I did not for a moment imagine I would live to see this day, a day when success and ability would be rolled out in its totally accessible virtual avatar, giving people the choices they need to read, to listen, to watch, to view in sign medium as per their preference. There's magic in life, I must say. From the time we took the first step in 1995 towards dispelling stereotypes to now, our 26th year, year after year, the magic has remained. The euphoria when the first issue of our magazine rolled out still continues. So too, this journey of 2.5 decades, the voyage of 9,200 days and about 220,800 hours of unwavering conviction and determination. We are many times told that in a world that is ostensibly surrounded by iniquity, injustice, and deprivation, the articles and profiles that we carry in success and ability present a sense of righteousness, integrity, and acceptability, leading to a sense of accomplishment, acknowledgement, and fulfillment. A beautiful feeling indeed. Time was when I was asked some unthinkable, silly questions like, which handicapped man would want to read about another handicapped man? When I spoke about my desire to publish a magazine, to this day, when we can proudly say that our magazine has influenced high court judgments, when the learned judge quoted from our magazine while decreeing a ruling in favor of a person with disability. Time was when I was told not to make a mockery of disabled persons when I spoke about inclusive cultural shows as talented equals. To this day, when inclusiveness has become the buzzword and inclusive television shows and OTT films are commonplace, times when a person with disability meant to live the whole life as an oyster in an oyster, his whole world. But today we have in our midst daredevils, high achievers, role models who are not merely role models for others with disability, but for the whole country and humanity at large. Yes, at Ability Foundation, we speak about the milestones covered, about mindsets changed, about stereotypes dispelled, and of inclusive recognized. As for our reward for labor, in the response that we get from people speaks for itself. The lights touched, the lights transferred, lights that have promulgated into prominence, more strength derived, more happiness experienced. My heartfelt thanks to every one of them. With this new online issue of success and ability, we look forward to touching more lives in the virtual world, and that has become the size of a golf ball. The striving continues towards an inclusive society where every man, woman, and child with disability will receive each one's view, work hand in hand, work shoulder to shoulder as equals. We continue as we row gently down the stream of this magical life. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you very much, Jayashree. Let me assure you that your passion and determination are very infectious. Rest assured that all of us at Ability Foundation remain steadfast to the goals. I now invite our trustee and a staunch pillar of Ability Foundation, Mr. C.K. Ranganathan, CMD of Cavan Care, a one-of-a-kind human being whose support of the Cavan Care Ability Awards celebrates the exemplary spirit of individuals who have risen above their physical limitations to display great achievement in life. Thank you, Mr. Ranganathan, and welcome.
Thanks, Ishwar. Good evening, all. It's my pleasure to interact with you. What a glorious 25 years. I couldn't imagine where we started off and where we are today. I think credit goes to Jayashree, Janaki, Bharti, and all the members of Ability. And now Ishwar joining us as president of Ability Foundation. He will take it to the next level. Looking forward to that, Ishwar. My vision, if you have to say that, the Success and Ability magazine has come a long way, reaching across nook and corner of India. And with the digital, Corona has brought in many disadvantages. but also a lot of positives also. We learn to live very differently. I think the digitization, otherwise we wouldn't have imagined. People are used to a physical magazine. I think now it is the digital is a way of life, be it e-commerce across all segments. The things are completely changing the way we used to work pre-corona and the current during corona times. And this gives us a great opportunity to make the magazine available digitally across the world, making it very, very relevant to nook and corner of the kind of thing, not only India, but why not every kind of this thing. And the social media is a in thing now. I believe the kind of plans what Ishwar and team are having, that we can be more visible and reach more people within India and definitely across the globe as well. And Corona, as I said, is a boon in many forms. I think particularly the disabled sector. What a big change. Earlier, the companies, majority of the companies in all across the world are mainly available in cities. The open-minded companies wanting to employ kind of this thing, the people have to, from small towns, the disabled people have to travel to a city to get a job. Now work from home. You don't need to go to the office. You can sit at home and do it, as long as it is a computer related job. And most of the disabled now are getting educated also. And I think it's important that they are educated, that they are given education also. I'll talk about that a little bit later. But what is very important is getting jobs at their hometown, and sitting from home to do that. A computer related job will go a long, long way. I only wish Ability Foundation and like-minded lot of NGOs take a lot of efforts in making the disabled people uh, computer literate. A lot of people are new education, this thing, they are definitely literate, but a lot of people are continue to lag behind. And that I think should go off. And definitely, I'm sure Ability Foundation will put a lot of efforts in making the education of computer literacy reach to the small town and the villages. The other thing is education. That also has come a long way. Though I think we are physically waiting for the schools to get open, then only a full form of education will come. But slowly, the revolution is happening at the colleges and universities across the world. And they have learned to do much better than schools, if you look at. My friends across various universities in India and overseas are thinking, why the hell am I having so much of buildings now? I learned to do without these kind of buildings. Now I can impact my market. I used to be sitting in one city and say that I can cater to people in and around people. Some people will travel by far and come. Now I can reach them anywhere. I can reach to multiple countries. So that I think is a big change in mindset without compromising on quality. So I feel that it is important that the schools also take a leap of this and get far more into education. This is one area that's very, very important. And once the disability, a special focus, Ability Foundation should work on focusing on disabled sector of school education and computer education, reaching them is a very, very important at their convenience, sitting at home if possible. The best of education from the world can reach. The last but not the least, I would like to talk about the awards. I'm very happy to say Kavinkar Ability Awards this year it'll go national, and it will be available like the way we did in terms of on Republic TV and be telecasted across India. So that earlier the awards function used to be in one city, mainly Chennai. Only about 1,000 people can witness. All others used to read and learn. But now across India, all the people, whoever wants to see, they can see live on TV, and later it will be available on YouTube. I think the journey of Ability Foundation to maximize the impact has come a full circle. Now it can go quantum leap because of the corona and the mindset change of people. I wish Ishwar and team takes advantage of it and make the Ability Foundation service available across the length and breadth of the country. Thank you and my best wishes.
Thank you, Mr. Ranganathan, sir. We definitely will take your advice and suggestions, especially on education, and we will try and evolve our plans around your very valid suggestions. Your words, your deeds, your actions, your industry leadership never fail to inspire me in my own capacity as an entrepreneur. So thank you very much, sir, for your warmth and your guidance. I have this very, very special privilege to introduce our trustee, Ms. Revati, actor and director, 3-time National Film Awardee. Ma'am.
Vanakkam. I hope you can hear me. It's a very beautiful, long journey with Jayashree, Ability Foundation, Janaki, Bharati, many others. We've all been working together in, in different aspects. I just wanted to go back memory lane and talk about how we met in 1997. It was through a common friend who introduced me to Jayashree and the work that Ability Foundation did. And it was basically about how the magazine. And I was amazed that there was a magazine which, talked about different issues that people with disabilities faced, articles by people with disabilities, their emotions, their thoughts, and also about the services that they could handle, and basically a lot of wonderful stories. I would say it was that magazine was basically a kind of a happiness magazine, I would say. So I remember holding that magazine and wondering who the person behind is, and I met Jayashree. And I remember, I think the very same year that we met, we started with the cover had Bose Gowda and Guru Prasad, the dancers who are blind from Bangalore. And we decided to have a dance program. And I wanted to dance with them. Jayashree joined in, and my colleague Vineet also joined in, and we performed the program called Sangamam Evolved. It just happened in Music Academy. And the most amazing aspect of that program was towards the end of the 1 hour pure classical Bharatanatyam performance, starting with Pushpanjali, and then, a Jatishwaram, a Varnam, Padam, Tilana. At the end of it, there were many people, including the then Chief Minister, Kalainar Karunanidhi, who asked that who is disabled? That is when I actually felt, oh my God, this is what is inclusiveness. This is what is inclusivity, where you bring the best out there and we create something magnificent. Since I am from the entertainment industry, that's what I can think of, an entertaining program. And in the same year, we had Samara, if I'm not mistaken, and it was, art by people with disabilities and a lot of very famous artists from all over India. So, everybody is there, out there in that platform. This is what Ability Foundation is all about, where you have the best and you bring out the best in each person. So here it is not about because you're disabled, you're doing this, and it's not that. It's on the equal platform that everybody is showcasing their abilities, their talents, and like the job fest that Ability Foundation has every year. So it is about credibility, disability on one side, but you are able to do these things. So that is what I love about the foundation and Jai Shri Ravindran's vision. So again, now we are back with the magazine. I'm so happy because the magazine contained many things: stories, information, contacts, and it kind of evolved with time, and it changed people's mindset, which I think is very important. More than anything else, I feel it's the attitude of all of us towards anything different has to change. And reading is one of the most amazing aspects. So now, of course, we will not be having the book in our hands, get the smell of the new magazine, but it will be digital since the world is going digital all over. So I'm very, very happy for this, this step back again with the magazine, Success and Ability. Jai Shri, as always, I have looked up to you. I have learned a lot, still learning, and we will continue learning together again. So wish you all the very best. And I hope this magazine reaches every corner of the world. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for your very nice words. Ability Foundation is indeed very privileged and lucky to have a person of your eminence as our trustee, and more so as our advisor and sounding board. Thank you again. I now invite our advisor and longtime contributor to our magazine, Mr. S. Krishnaswamy. Sir.
It's a very proud moment for all of us in Ability Foundation because we are also going digital along with the world. This magazine has been a wonderful product of Jai Shri. And just imagine this magazine has created Ability Foundation ultimately, which is now today like a big, big tree encompassing various activities of disabled. It's not a small thing, it's a great achievement that a magazine could spin out into such a big organization doing wonderful work. For example, this magazine is supposed to be aimed to bridge the divide between people with and without disabilities. I saw the bridge when I saw the magazine once, and I was one of them who crossed the bridge and got to Ability and could never leave it after that. And I've been enjoying my stay with Ability for all this over 16, 17 years, being part of the wonderful work happening there. And today, along with Jai Shri, Janaki and Bharti, I am also a proud person to see this magazine going digital, which means it is accessible to everybody anywhere in the world. And I'm sure the voice of Ability will be heard everywhere. Now I have great pleasure in inviting Dr. Ketna Mehta, who is also a very good friend of Ability Foundation and a regular contributor to Success and Ability, to share her thoughts on this. For your information, she is the founder of Nina Foundation, which works with people with spinal cord injury. Dr. Ketna Mehta.
Pranams. I'm truly honored to be invited by Jai Shri and the Ability team to speak both as a contributor. I think I would like to identify myself as a media person because through the Nina Foundation, we are also into publication, and I myself am an editor. Jai Shri, congratulations. I'm so happy to be part of this wonderful launch of Success and Ability in a digital and accessible format. So congratulations to Jai Shri and the entire Ability Foundation team for this wonderful launch, and I'm excited to be a part of this historic event. And what a wonderful day to do this, Krishna Janmashtami. It signifies abundance, abundance of love, abundance of joy, abundance of discovering new knowledge. And to me, Ability Foundation is an iconic institution, having been associated, I think, since 2003, 2004. When an associate of ours, Dr. Dhruv Mehta, came home and gifted me his copy of, of Ability, and I was hooked because I love reading, and I just flipped the pages and I connected, and before I knew it, Jayashree had invited me to contribute. And believe me, it is so good to read Success and Ability over the years, wherein it is only abundance of potential, abundance of different dimensions and facets, and abundance of talent of a human being. And I'm specifically saying a human being because disability is by the way. When over the years you read this wonderfully put together publication, and I truly believe that this must be as part of the curriculum of children, of students, of even the ministers in the government of India, because we are talking about inclusion. We are saying that these are the accomplishment, the achievers, and they can do so much. And yes, they also have a disability. I think it brings into perspective the humanizing the entire disability segment, the movement, because everywhere it is categorized as, oh, the person with disability and they need this, there are problems, there are issues, but this was the other way around. So I applaud this journey. I applaud this wonderful movement, and I have been so fortunate that being a management professional and a professor, I was invited by Jayashree to continue with my management passion and contribute a column on management over the years. So whether it was leadership, whether it was the civic issues in our country, whether it was zero waste life, I have been able to continue this passion and contribute in this publication. In fact, I have also excitedly contributed my voice, and I learned something new. We are all very grateful to the Ability Foundation team, because they are always been, besides being an iconic institution, innovators. And today, this magazine launch, I did something new because they asked me to lend my voice to my article. And I learned something from the team, Yashaswini, in terms of how to do this and send it across. I'm truly excited. I'm truly excited about this wonderful, magical journey and being a part of this journey and today's historic launch. Congratulations to all of you, and extremely grateful and honored to be invited for this. More power to you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Ketna. Let me share with you that the three cornerstones of Ability's vision statement are recognize, transform, and rejoice. And we certainly will take a lot of inputs from your kind words, and we will evolve as we move along. And yes, we did choose an apt day to launch our magazine as we seek divine intervention for its unending success. Thank you again for your time. I would now like to call upon Sai Prasad Vishwanathan, a recipient of the Kevin Care Ability Awards and a regular contributor to the Success and Ability magazine. Sai?
Vanakkam, everyone. And at the outset, very happy Krishnashtami wishes to everybody. On this auspicious day, I would just close out with a simple and a quick story. 25 years back, when I was born with a major disability, I was a little sad, and my grandmother said, Sai, why are you sad? And to her, I responded, I have got only one life, and in this life, I'm a person with disability. And she told me something interesting that I would never forget. She said, Sai, no, every person is born twice. First, as he or she is. The second time is when his or her work becomes a story in people's heart and inspires them forever. So every individual is a story in someone else's heart. And that thought struck me very, very deeply. And over the years, as I started to reflect, does my story have a purpose? Does my story have meaning? More importantly, does my parents' stories have success and meaning? Because they worked really, really hard to bring me up where I am today. That was the point I came across Ability Foundation, and especially the Success and Ability magazine. The magazine did two things. One, it was a silent whisper to my parents' lives, saying that your life and story has meaning, and you have the strength to bring up a person like Sai and go make their life have meaning and purpose. The second thing is that it acted as an amplifier to the whole community. By taking these stories out in the open, it kind of became a platform, a mic, so to say, and it kind of became the voice for the people. And that really started the transformational journey. We all often know that the two things that we connect on is stories and music. That's the root of Indian culture. Humanity itself has always connected through stories, and Success and Ability magazine has been a platform that has taken the stories forward and become the bedrock of inspiration for many, including me and my family. And I'm very, very glad today that this is going on to a digital platform. This is like taking a song in a kacheri and then putting it out in an MP3 player. Now we are going to have these stories forever. And I'm extremely happy that this forever can be repeated n number of times over online platforms and continue to inspire globally. I would like to close with a simple thought that long back, one of the most famous and epic poems written in our country has been the Ramayana. And Ramayana speaks of the most perfect human being ever. When Valmiki started to write Ramayana, it was about writing the story of the most perfect human being. And it became the most epic story ever told in our country's history. On similar lines, I hope Success and Ability writes the story of people which society sees for their perfections. And hopefully this journey will be the longest and most inspiring as Ramayana has been. Wish you all a happy festive season ahead. Thank you so much, Ability and Foundation family, for the opportunity. I'll always be grateful, and I'm pretty sure many, many people in our country will always be grateful for the opportunity. Thank you.
Thank you, Sai. Thank you for sharing your story. Rest assured that the dreams and aspirations of persons with disabilities will be acknowledged and promoted, and that people will be accepted as they are. Please rest assured of the Ability Foundation's commitment to that space. And now for the moment that we've all been waiting for, the launch of the Success and Ability magazine. To do the honors, I would like to invite Patmashree Shri Shankar Mahadeva, a singer whose breathless voice has enthralled legions of us and who needs no introduction. Shankar.
Namaste, good evening. Wish everybody a very, very happy Janmashtami, and I'm really, really honored to do this. Well, my experience with the Ability Foundation was when I was part of the jury for the Ability Awards, Kevin Care Ability Awards, and that's when I came in touch with Jayashree Ravindran through Bombay Jayashree, my dear friend, and Revati ji. And the experience that I had while I was part of the jury was phenomenal, and I mean, I just can't explain in words the feeling, the kind of enlightenment that I got after that evening. And I'm so happy. Uh, I'm so happy today that we're launching this magazine, and I have the privilege of launching this digital magazine, and I'm sure that since it's going to be digital, of course it has its own charm, because people all over the world can read it, and they can share it very easily. So I think the spread of this magazine and the content of this magazine and the wonderful work that's being done by this organization is going to spread exponentially. So all I can say is thank you very much for giving me this honor, and making me part of the Ability Foundation family. And I would always like to remain a part of this family. And whatever is there in my capacity, any help, anything that I can do, emotionally, musically, I'm always there with you all. And with that, I'd like to announce that I am very happy to launch this amazing magazine.
Yes, Shankar, thank you. Thank you very much for that launch. And I invite Janaki and Shruti to please show us the magazine cover, which Shankar has very kindly launched just now. Right, so while that's loading, Shankar, perhaps maybe invite you to render a few lines in that wonderful voice of yours.
Thanks to organizations like the Ability Foundation, that people who might otherwise get lost in the crowd, they take them and they give them a platform for them to feature themselves and to get success in various ways. So this is a song from one of my films called Tare Zameen Par, which talks about all these people. They are all stars on this planet Earth. So a song dedicated to all those wonderful people who are part of the Ability Foundation. आसमां से कूदे अंगड़ाई ले फिर करवट बदल कर नाजुक सी मोती हंस दे फिसल खो न जाए तारे ज़मीन पर ये तो है सर्दी में धूप की किरणें उतरे जो आंगन को सुनहरा सा करने मन के अंधेरों को रोशन सा कर दे ठिठुरती हथेली की रंगत बदल दे हो न जाए तारे ज़मीन पर जैसे आंखों की डिबिया में निंदिया और निंदिया में मीठा सा सपना और सपने में मिल जाए फरिश्ता सा जैसे रंगों भरी पिचकारी जैसे तितलियां फूलों की क्यारी जैसे बिना मतलब का प्यारा रिश्ता हो कोई ये तो आशा की लहर है ये तो उम्मीद की सहर है, खुशियों की लहर है, खो न जाए तारे जमीन पर. All the very best and God bless.
Thank you, Shankar. I don't think there's any human on this earth who will not agree with me that you have God's gift so divinely manifest in this wonderful voice of yours. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much.
Wonderful rendition.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Shruti, if you're able to now, could you please show us your magazine and read the text?
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. It is my pleasure to walk you all through our magazine website and its various features. Can you see me now?
Yes, we can.
Before I show the website, I would like to say a few words about our vision for the magazine. It's accessibility. Accessibility has always been at the core of what we do at Ability Foundation. We have always been and continue to be committed to making knowledge, resources, and opportunities available to people with disabilities. As you all may know, Success and Ability has always been a powerful voice of the disability sector. So when we were ideating about redesigning the magazine, it was only natural for us to think about how we can make it as inclusive and accessible as possible. After all, a commitment to accessibility is a commitment to inclusion, not just for persons with disabilities, but also readers who may just want to watch or listen to the magazine instead. This new avatar of the magazine allows people to listen to the content, watch it in Indian Sign Language, download a plain text version that is compatible to screen readers, read through a designed PDF just like you would with a print magazine, or skim through individual articles. This, we believe, would provide a seamless and engaging experience for our subscribers who may or may not be a person with disability. Technology today has made it all possible for us to achieve this, and we intend to continue building on the experience of our subscribers. Let me now show you our Success and Ability magazine website. Hope you're all able to see the website.
Yes.
As you can see, the design that we had in mind for the entire website is to keep it as user-friendly and reader-friendly as possible. We have kept the menus and the options to read in different formats as easy to the eye and simple as possible. If you look at the magazine website as it is, you can see three menu options primarily here, which is grab your copy, listen, and watch. In the scroll bar below, you will be able to see the articles that are being featured in every issue. You can scroll on either end to find out which article you would want to read. And just by clicking on the headline, you will be able to go into each article page. Before we go there, I would like to scroll down and show you what are the other options that are there. In case you missed the scroll bar, you can scroll down to the end of the page where you will see each article one after the other laid out for you. You can also read a small excerpt about each article and decide which article you would want to read first. You can see who has written the article. You can also leave a comment for us. On the right-hand side, you can also see the PDF format of a designed PDF format of the magazine, also available for download. Right on top of that, you once again see the listen and the watch button. So while you scroll down, you can see one after the other, the different articles that are published in each issue. Let me now click one article for you to see the different formats available. This is the article page titled Nano Managing Life, written by Dr. Ketna Mehta, who's present here today. In this page, you can read the entire article as published in a regular magazine. And right on top, you have 4 options which you can click as per your preference. If you'd like to listen to this article narrated by Ketna Mehta herself, all you need to do is click on this button and it will take you directly to the podcast. You need to just click on this orange button to start listening to her voice. If you'd like to go back to the top and prefer to watch it in Indian Sign Language, all you need to do once again is to click on the button and it will directly take you to the ISL video. This is where you get to watch the entire article interpreted in using sign language. If you'd like to download this particular article in a designed PDF format, this is what you will need to do. All you need to do is click the button, the PDF option will open up, and you can download or read as it is on your web browser. Same way for the text-only version. You click on the button and you get the text-only version for you to read. So this will be easily read by a screen reader. If you like this particular article, all you need to do is give us a clap and share the article on different social media platforms. You can also see the author bio of the writer below. As you scroll down the page, you can also see the other articles that you wish to read or save it and read whenever you get the time. If you want to watch or listen to the entire issue published all in one go, all you need to do is click the listen or the watch menu that's there on the top. When you click the listen menu, you will get the entire complete recording of every success and ability issue here. All you need to do once again is to click the orange button where you can listen to each article one after the other as displayed in the contents page. Similarly, when you click the watch menu, you can see the entire issue being played out one after the other as you would read in a printed magazine. You get the contents page, you will know about the editorial team, you can watch the correspondence, and then each article being signed one after the other. We hope if you would like to go back to the home screen, all you need to do is click on the logo and you can go back to the home screen. We hope through these features, you will be able to enjoy reading, watching, and listening to Success and Ability. Thank you.
Thank you, Shruti. Undoubtedly, you have presented our magazine produced by faith, labor of love, and endurance inspired by hope. Thank you very much. Janaki?
Thank you, Ishwar, and thank you, Shruti. We are excited about the magazine. And the magazine launch of Success and Ability has really been made extra special for us, thanks to our guests this evening. So on behalf of the Ability Foundation team, I'd like to thank Srimati Bombay Jayashree Ramnath for being part of our journey, and of course, very especially for being with us this evening. Mr. Shankar Mahadevan, you know, your positivity and energy are so infectious. Thank you for your unstinted support of our work, and thank you for being here on this very important occasion. Dr. Ketna Mehta and Sai Prasad Vishwanathan, you've been an integral part of the magazine over the years. So having you with us today was really important. So thank you very much. Shabina, by being here today and signing through the program, you send a powerful message of inclusion, one which is very important to us at Ability Foundation. Thank you so much. Chaitanya and the team at Uniki, thank you for making possible the Indian Sign Language videos for the magazine. Sia, Pramit, and Shriparna of Protect Sports, thank you so much for enabling the live stream this evening. Many thanks to everyone in the tech team as well. And for all of you out there who are watching, thank you so much for being with us this evening, and have a very good evening. Thank you.